Sodium, regularly just alluded to as salt, is found in about all that you eat and drink. It happens normally in numerous nourishments, is added to others during the assembling procedure and is utilized as a seasoning operator at home and cafes. For quite a while, sodium has been connected to hypertension, which makes harm your veins and courses when incessantly raised. Thusly, this expands your danger of coronary illness, stroke, cardiovascular breakdown and kidney ailment. In this way, a few well-being specialists have set up rules for constraining sodium consumption. Be that as it may, these rules have been disputable, as not every person may profit by a decreased sodium diet. This article clarifies the significance of sodium, potential dangers of over or under consumption and how much sodium you ought to eat every day. Vital for health. Regardless of its preceded with criticism, sodium is an important supplement for good well-being. It's one of your body's electrolytes, which are minerals that make electrically charged particles. A significant wellspring of sodium in many eating regimens is included salt as sodium chloride, which is 40% sodium and 60% chloride by weight, one trusted source. Since salt is broadly utilized in nourishment handling and assembling, prepared nourishments represent an expected 75% of all out sodium devoured, one trusted source. The greater part of your body's sodium dwells in your blood and the liquid encompassing your cells, where it helps keep these liquids in balance. Alongside keeping up ordinary liquid parity, sodium assumes a key job in typical nerve and muscle work. Your kidneys help direct your body's sodium levels by changing the sum that is discharged in your pee. You additionally lose sodium through perspiring. Dietary sodium lacks are extremely uncommon under ordinary conditions. Even with exceptionally low sodium eats less. 2 trusted source, 3 trusted source. Rundown. Sodium is a significant supplement for well-being. It assumes a fundamental job in nerve and muscle capacity and enables your body to keep up ordinary liquid parity. Connected to high blood pressure. It's for some time been realized that sodium expands circulatory strain, especially in individuals with raised levels. Most specialists accept that the connection among sodium and hypertension was first recognized in France in 1904, 4 trusted source. However, it wasn't until the late 1940s that this association turned out to be generally perceived when the researcher Walter Kempner exhibited that a low-salt rice diet could bring down circulatory strain in 500 individuals with raised levels, 5 trusted source. From that point forward, Look Into has set up a solid connection between exorbitant sodium admission and hypertension, 6 trusted source, 7 trusted source, 8 trusted source, 9 trusted source. Probably the biggest investigation on this subject is the Prospective Urban-Rural Epidemiology Preliminary, or PURE, 10 trusted source. Investigating the pee sodium levels of in excess of 100,000 individuals from 18 nations across 5 mainlands, specialists found that the individuals who devoured more sodium had fundamentally more severe hypertension than those with lower admissions, 10 trusted source. Utilizing a similar populace, different researchers exhibited that individuals who expended in excess of 7 grams of sodium for each day were at a higher danger of coronary illness and early demise than individuals who devoured 3 to 6 grams day by day, 11 trusted source. Be that as it may, not every person reacts to sodium similarly. Individuals with hypertension, diabetes and interminable kidney ailment, just as more seasoned grown-ups and African Americans, will in general be progressively delicate to the circulatory strain-raising impacts of sodium. 12 trusted source, 13 trusted source. In case you're touchy to salt, constraining sodium admission is prescribed, as you might be at a higher danger of circulatory strain-related coronary illness. 14. Outline. Sodium expands circulatory strain. This impact is more grounded in specific populaces, making them increasingly delicate to salt and progressively inclined to circulatory strain-related coronary illness. Official dietary recommendations. For a considerable length of time, well-being specialists have asked individuals to restrain their sodium admission to control pulse. It's evaluated that your body just needs 186 milligrams of sodium for each day to work appropriately. Notwithstanding, it would nearly be difficult to devour this little, despite everything meet your vitality needs and get the prescribed admission of other significant supplements. Subsequently, the Institute of Medicine (IOM) suggests that solid grown-ups devour 1,500 mg (1.5 grams) of sodium every day. 14. Simultaneously, the IOM, USDA and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services suggest that solid grown-ups limit their everyday sodium admission to under 2,300 mg (2.3 grams), the identicalness of 1 teaspoon of salt. 14. 15 Trusted source. This farthest point was set up dependent on proof from clinical investigations that sodium admissions over 2,300 mg (2.3 grams) every day can antagonistically influence circulatory strain and increment coronary illness chance. Because of the expanded sodium misfortune through perspiration, these rules don't have any significant bearing to profoundly dynamic individuals like serious competitors or laborers who are presented to warm. Different associations make various suggestions. The WHO proposes devouring 2,000 mg (2 grams) of sodium every day, and the American Heart Association educates a much lower admission regarding 1,500 mg (1.5 grams) every day. 16 Trusted source. 17. Today, Americans devour substantially more sodium than well-being specialists prescribe, averaging around 3,400 mg (3.4 grams) every day. 15 Trusted source. Be that as it may, these proposals have been disputable, as individuals with typical circulatory strain levels may not profit by limiting their sodium admission. 18 Trusted source. 19 Trusted source. Truth be told, proof to propose that expending less salt abatements coronary illness hazard in sound individuals is constrained. It might even be hurtful. 18 Trusted source. Synopsis. Well-being specialists suggest between 1,500 mg (1.5 grams) and 2,300 mg (2.3 grams) of sodium every day for heart well-being, substantially less than Americans expend overall. Risks of underconsumption. Some proof proposes that lessening sodium admissions to the prescribed levels might be destructive. In a survey study including in excess of 133,000 individuals with and without hypertension from 49 nations across 6 landmasses, scientists analyzed how sodium consumption influenced the danger of coronary illness and early passing. 20 Trusted source. The survey indicated that, paying little mind to circulatory strain, individuals who devoured under 3,000 mg (3 grams) of sodium every day were bound to have coronary illness or pass on, contrasted with individuals who expended 4,000 to 5,000 mg (4 to 5 grams). Also, the individuals who devoured under 3,000 mg (3 grams) of sodium every day had more terrible well-being results than individuals expending 7,000 mg (7 grams). All things considered, specialists likewise found that individuals with hypertension who devoured in excess of 7 grams of sodium for every day had a fundamentally more serious danger of coronary illness or demise than individuals who expended 4 to 5 grams. These and different outcomes recommend that too little sodium might be more negative to individuals' well-being than higher admissions. 10 Trusted source. 11 Trusted source. 20 Trusted source. Synopsis. In the 2 individuals with high and ordinary pulse, expending too little sodium has been appeared to exacerbate well-being more than devouring excessively. Would it be a good idea for you to limit your intake? Individuals with hypertension who devour in excess of 7 grams of sodium for every day ought to absolutely expend less. The equivalent may apply in the event that you have been told by your doctor or enlisted dietitian to restrain your sodium admission for clinical reasons, as on account of a low-sodium remedial eating regimen. Be that as it may, reducing sodium doesn't appear to make a big deal about a distinction for solid individuals. In spite of the fact that well-being specialists keep on pushing for lower sodium admissions, lessening sodium to an extreme, beneath 3 grams for every day, may adversely affect well-being. Studies show that individuals who expend under 3 grams of sodium for every day are at a more serious danger of coronary illness and early passing than individuals with an admission of 4 to 5 grams. This raises worries with respect to whether the present sodium rules, going from 1,500 mg (1.5 grams) to 2,300 mg (2.3 grams), are accomplishing more damage than anything else, as a developing group of proof proposes that these levels might be excessively low. All things considered, with just 22% of the populace from 49 nations devouring in excess of 6 grams of sodium for each day, the measure of sodium that solid individuals are as of now ingesting is most likely sheltered. 20 Trusted source. Rundown. On the off chance that you devour in excess of 7 grams of sodium for every day and have hypertension, it's a smart thought to confine your sodium consumption. In any case, in case you're solid, the measure of salt you're as of now devouring is presumably protected. Different ways to control your blood pressure and improve health. Accomplishing the low measures of sodium that well-being specialists prescribe can be troublesome and may not be best for your well-being. There are increasingly down-to-earth and powerful approaches to control your circulatory strain and improve your well-being without concentrating exclusively on how much sodium you devour. Exercise. Exercise is related with a horde of medical advantages, including lower circulatory strain. 21 Trusted source. A mix of oxygen-consuming and opposition-preparing is perfect, however even simply strolling can help cut your levels down. 22 Trusted source, 23 Trusted source, 24 Trusted source, 25 Trusted source. In case you can't make it to a rec center, take a stab at strolling for at any rate 30 minutes out of every day. On the off chance that this span is a lot to accomplish immediately, break it into 3 10-minute squares. Eat more fruits and vegetables. A great many people don't eat enough products of the soil. These nourishments contain significant supplements, like potassium and magnesium, that may bring down pulse. 26 Trusted source, 27 Trusted source. Vegetables like lettuce, beetroot, spinach and arugula,